If there's one overarching lesson the leadership minor has taught me, it's that leadership can be learned by anyone, appreciated by all, and defined by many. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you're told at a young age that you can't do something.
Fine, Dad, okay?
No, it's not okay. You shouldn't be anywhere near here. Okay, I was right. You know what? We'll start school in a year or two.
No, Dad! Just because you're scared of the ocean.
Clearly you're not ready and you're not coming back here till you are. You think you could do these things, but you just can't, Nemo!
Who are others to tell you that you can't have a certain career, accomplish a certain feat, or dream a certain dream just because of what you look like, where you're from, or how much money you have? Leaders are people who prove naysayers wrong. As you can see, leaders range from people who conquer the impossible to the average kid trying to spread a message for a greater cause.
We could do this all night.
The most obvious leaders are the ones who've overcome amazing feats. But the best leaders are the ones who choose to devote themselves to something greater without the fame, and inspire others through their thoughts, actions, and words. If I could look back at all of the models and theories I've learned during my time as a leadership minor and pull the most salient concepts into my own philosophy, I would consider the best leaders to be the ones that incorporated the following into their everyday practice. A good leader, according to the Schramm model, should be a combination of the following 5 things. First, be ethical. Second, foster collaboration. Third, think outside of the box. Fourth, encourage and support others. And finally, always stay sexy. First on the agenda of the Schramm model of leadership is to be ethical. On all levels of a leader, member, and person, honesty is the backbone to my existence and is a quality I think all leaders should possess. I believe leaders should be honest in their craft, with their members, and with the general public simultaneously. Burns once described transformational leadership as a phenomenon that occurs when one or more persons engage with others in such a way that leaders and followers raise one another to higher levels of motivation and morality. The level of morality is key here, and I believe the backbone of every leadership decision begins with having good morals and a group that shares the same values. The second characteristic of the Schramm model is to foster collaboration. If there's anything I've learned throughout my time in the leadership minor, it's that collaboration is key to group success. In the Learning Organizations Come Alive reading, Martha Geffert and her colleagues say that effective leaders build an operating environment by bringing energy, aspiration, and imagination together. In my opinion, culture is the glue that keeps organizations strong. So what better way to create an effective group culture than to make an environment that fosters collaboration where people feel comfortable sharing ideas, experimenting, and communicating with one another. The third element of the SRAM leadership model is to think out of the box. Through my time looking at successful organizations like Google and unsuccessful organizations like Sears, I found that there is one common factor that unites all group success stories. That factor is the key element of innovation. Thinking out of the box ties back to one of the 5 practices of exemplary leadership that I learned in one of my first ever leadership minor classes, and that is to challenge the process. Successful groups try new things. They stray from the norm and come up with something all their own. When something is broke, good leaders don't fix it. Good leaders encourage idea sharing to make something new that can be even better and completely different than it was before. The fourth characteristic of a good leader is encouraging and supporting others. After learning about the leadership identity development model, I've come to find that mentorship is one of the most important elements for ensuring the continuation of leadership and for progressing society as a whole. Kamiv's work taught me that good leaders are concerned about the sustainability of groups and have a passion for leaving a legacy and making a lasting impression on their communities. I believe that all good leaders should desire to help others grow and should make it their mission to ensure that this growth happens. The fifth and final characteristic on the SRAM leadership model is to always be sexy. And aside from the fact that I think being charismatic is important and good looks are always a plus for credibility, I'm not talking about visual appeal when I say that leaders should be sexy. In fact, one of the sexiest men on earth is here to help me explain what I think is the most attractive quality in a leader, and in all people for that matter. So take a look.
Number 2, being sexy. The sexiest thing in the entire world is being really smart and being thoughtful and being generous. Everything else is crap, I promise you. It's just crap that people try to sell to you to make you feel like less. So don't buy it. Be smart, be thoughtful, and be generous.
So there you have it, the 5 elements of the SRAM leadership model. First, be ethical. Second, foster collaboration. Third, think out of the box. Fourth, encourage and support others. And fifth and finally, always stay sexy. Thanks for watching.